It is an honor to introduce the Chief Justice of the United States, John G. Roberts, Jr., who will be administering the presidential oath of office. Everyone please stand. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Don John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Donald Trump won the presidency on November 8, 2016 and beat Hillary Clinton by 74 Electoral College votes. This brings fear to a lot of people, but in reality, Donald Trump is not the racist bully that the media has depicted him to be. For my first point, Donald Trump's plan to keep out illegal immigrants is not racist. Illegal immigration is a legal issue, not a racial one. Not all Hispanics are murderers and rapists. A lot of them are really good people that just want to live the American dream. But the only problem is that some of them are murderers and rapists. That's the main reason why we're even talking about it. Kate Stanley was a young woman that was shot in the back by an illegal immigrant. They didn't even know each other. Juan Francisco Lopez Sanchez was deported 5 times before the murder. And it wasn't just one person that was killed by a dangerous illegal immigrant, but many. Grant Ronnebeck, 21, shot and robbed. Josh Wilkerson, 18, strangled and beaten to death. Shaylee Estes, 22, shot in cold blood. Spencer Golovach, 25, shot and killed. The list goes on by the hundreds. Illegal immigration needs to stop. This is why Donald Trump's wall can be a good idea. It's just not to keep them out, but it's to protect you and I from dangerous criminals. Not taking in illegal immigrants is not mean or heartless. I make sure to lock the doors for my house every night. I don't lock them because I hate the people outside my house. I lock them because I care about the people inside my house. Hillary Clinton wanted to have open borders so everyone could live the American dream and give them the path to citizenship. That's great, but how many American lives are going to be taken in the process? We need to crack down on illegal immigration, we need stronger, quicker border security, and we need it now. For my second point, Donald Trump has amazing economical skills. He knows what money is, where it comes from, and how to make more of it, instead of redistributing other people's in exchange for their vote. He can grow $1 million into a multi-billion-dollar company. Just think about that for a second. He has also created thousands of jobs as a businessman. Imagine what he will do in the Oval Office. It's time to run our country like a business, not a charity. Former President Barack Obama has nearly doubled the national debt during his presidency. Before he took office, the national debt was $10.5 trillion. President Obama's domestic policies, along with the lack of how business works, helped drive our trade deficits to record levels. Businesses and jobs left our country without consequence, and the country is littered with devastated local economies. Many businesses, both large and small, left America, leaving the American worker behind. President Trump vows to restore the dignity of building in America for the American worker. We are going to bring back our jobs all over America. Our new president is not going to let companies move to other countries, firing their employees along the way without consequence. It's not going to happen anymore. For my third point, it may not seem like it, but Donald Trump has a huge heart. He used his private jet to fly a critically ill boy from California to New York for medical treatment because the boy's parents couldn't afford it. He housed Jennifer Hudson in one of his towers in Chicago free of charge after her family was murdered. When Trump's limo got a flat tire on the highway, a man saw it and decided to help him out. As a thank you, Trump decided to pay off the man's mortgage. He saved a farm from foreclosure entirely out of compassion. He saved the New York Veterans Day Parade by funding it. He sent money to a Marine who was released from a Mexican jail to help restart his life. He stopped a man who was beating another man with a baseball bat. Trump has also donated countless dollars to a great number of charities. Did the media talk about any of these facts before? I think not. Now, let's talk about his mouth. Donald Trump did say a lot of unhonorable things, but can you really look at me in the eye and tell me that you never said anything vulgar or offensive in your entire life? I honestly don't think you can. If Kanye West or Eminem made a rap song with the same language in it, people all over the country would buy it and listen to it. Nobody is perfect. Also, about 3 weeks before the election, Donald Trump was accused of rape. I only have one thing to say about it. Fake news. The media will try anything to hurt Donald Trump's reputation. According to many articles, the court hearing changed from October to November, then to December 16th. When these dates came by, there was no judge, there was no jury, and there was no court. If there was a court hearing, the media would have covered every second of it. The accusers also have ties to the Clinton Foundation. What makes it even more suspicious, if the rape happened back in 1979, why would you and another woman just suddenly decide to talk about it 22 years later instead of right after it actually happened? Speaking of the Clintons, Hillary Clinton is a corrupt politician. During her campaign, she lied about her stance on same-sex marriage, changes her political identity from moderate to progressive, made up an attack in Bosnia, and took a complete 180 turn on NAFTA. Now, saying that she was against it since the beginning, even though she was a key character for starting it. Hillary Clinton also claimed that she never sent any emails containing classified information. That's funny, because FBI Director James Comey said that 110 emails and 52 email chains have been determined to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received. Beforehand, Hillary Clinton deleted over 30,000 emails when asked of it, then wiped out the private server. A lot of people do not see how big of a problem this action is. Let me put it into perspective. Your significant other is cheating on you. You want to see if there's any evidence of it on their phones, but when you ask them about it, they go into the bathroom for 20 minutes, delete every single text message on the phone, walks out of the bathroom, and then hands you their phone. This is exactly what Hillary Clinton has done, but on a much larger scale. If you think her lying habit is bad, what I'm going to say now is even worse. Hillary Clinton left our soldiers to die in Benghazi. In case if you don't know what Benghazi is, it is a city in Libya. The United States originally had an embassy stationed there to help fight terrorism, but unfortunately, Hillary Clinton's State Department downgraded the security for the embassy, removing the barricades and Marines, and making it a compound. Sean Smith, one of 4 Americans that died that night, called his mother, Patricia Smith, about the downgraded security. He said, "Mom, I am going to die. All security has been pulled from the embassy. The compound had called multiple times why security was removed. They never got a response." The next day, he, Ambassador Christopher Stevens, Glenn Doherty, and Tyrone Woods were killed by radical Islamic terrorists. During the attack, everyone was hiding inside the compound, while the soldiers were defending it. They called dozens of times for immediate help, but help never showed up. Hillary Clinton could have brought them all home, but she didn't. They were left there to die. Hillary Clinton and former President Barack Obama lied to the families about the Benghazi attack and blamed it on a video. After the Benghazi hearing, Hillary Clinton stated, "What difference at this point does it make?" Really, Hillary? I'll tell you what difference it makes. Innocent people died. Their kids are not going to have to grow up without their fathers. Wives are now going to have to live their lives without their husbands, knowing that they were lied to. And finally, it cost you 74 electoral college votes. President Donald Trump has promised to destroy radical Islamic terrorism. ISIS is a force that needs to be destroyed. They are like any other enemy that crossed our paths with before. They are like the Nazis in World War II and the KKK in the 1900s. Radical Islamic extremists need to be stopped for the sake of world peace. Sharia law has no place in our society. It stays in the Middle East. They believe homosexuals need to be killed and women are practically servants to men and have less rights. As for the peaceful Syrian refugees, when the United States unleashes the wrath of our powerful military on ISIS, and ISIS is finally destroyed, they can go back home and rebuild their lives. It is time to show the whole world that America is back, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. Donald J. Trump is a man who gave up his comfortable billionaire lifestyle to save the American people from the heartbreak of our economy and corrupted politicians. As former President Barack Obama has stated, Democrat or Republican, we are all Americans. I hope that you could see the good in our new president and support him, so together we can make America great again.